Good evening, guys. Trying to get everyone that it'll let me tagged real quick. I did not need all that camera. As we were. Sorry about that. Got 7 people here. All right, I like it. I thought we were gonna get better about tagging. Like we had a nice little run here where it's like tag away, and then it stopped. On a positive note, I could actually see comments on my monitor for a change. So hell is freezing over. What's up, Kyle? So yeah, if this keeps up, I'll be a happy camper. Um, I got 9 people watching. Everybody's got their teams. I think we're ready to rock here. So I'm gonna start opening some finest, guys. As you know, this is one of my favorite products every year. This and Bowman Best. That's why we always try to do a pick your team on these. Because between the old and the new and like that, actually there's, I think it'll let me tag Dave G, and I think I completely forgot about it. So if he's not here, I don't want to. No, never mind. So screw you, tag nobody. I was wrong. No, there it is. Cool. Dave's here anyhow. Haha, I don't have to tag you. I looked at I was looking through the list and I was like, oh shit, I did not tag that dude. I'm the worst. All right. Everybody who will let me tag or that felt like letting me tag is tagged. It is Topps Finest time, guys. Topps Finest. Hopefully, I got both Steve H's tonight, by the way. It's not going to be confusing at all. So, I'll do my best not to ruin that. And I need the trash people to come. My break trash can is overfull and there's nowhere to put trash right now. What up, Josh? I like it. All right. Let's see. I actually don't need to watch this on my thing here because I can actually see my damn break. Crazy. All right. Make sure we got plenty of those sweet top loaders and stuff ready to rock. Should be no shortage of stuff to penny sleeve top load tonight in Finest. Get a couple of these boys open up. Give me 2 seconds. I noticed from a box earlier, there's like 10 or 12 cards in each box. They're like, shit, that's worth top loading. So. Let's hope for some monsters. And if we pull Ryan Sandberg auto for Jeff, we're gonna make Cade cry, for which I'm sorry, Cade. All right, good luck, guys. What up, Dylan? You're always welcome to hang out. So I won't blow through base on this because obviously it's nice. Bo Bichette, Austin Riley X Fractor, Angel Martinez, Dylan Cruz Creators. And then if any of you guys who have not broke Finest before or ever opened it before, it throws back to my childhood of common, uncommon, rare. So it shows you, hey, the Bo Bichettes are rare. And then common Otani, so stuff like that. Obviously, you get all your cards, so there's no issues there. However, sometimes it helps when you go to price them out. I was sitting there on Saturday, and I bought into a couple of breaks myself, and I had the Cubs in it, and then found all my Pete Crow Armstrong rookies. Needless to say, those went really quick. Oh shit! Second pack, we got a patch auto, guys. We got a Rhett Lauder, Jace Young, Christian Campbell, Jace Young again, Jackson Churio to 350. Going to Milwaukee, which is Randy. I forgot to tag Chris K. He's next door, so hopefully he's watching. He's helping Alyssa sort some Pokemon. That just dawned on me. Sorry, Chris. There's so many Chris's. And then Chrissy didn't let me tag for some reason today. Ooh, we got gold. Got number to 50 coming up here. Beautiful. Kobe Mayo, Baltimore. That's going to Kevin. That is a keeper to start this break off, guys. Congrats, Kevin. What's up, Mr. Jeremy? We're 2 packs in. We started off hot. Peralta, Reynolds, Dustin Harris. We're going to have a Otani to 35. Dodgers. Matt Shaw to 150 for the Cubbies right behind it. Very nice. Nice start to a break, guys. So Mr. Otani going to the Dodgers. And also, if you guys didn't notice, Colorado is Alyssa. So you guys never had a chance at Colorado. They're a $25 team, but that's neither here nor there. Zach Veen, who is her PC, has his first rookie card in this product. So, if you didn't notice, the cheap team is the team we care about right now. Like, on our end. But, great start, guys. Let's see. Dolander. That looks like a prison outfit. I am sorry. Sugano. Drake Baldwin. Rafael Devers to 200, going to Boston. That's going to Chris. Luis Castillo to 325. Luis Angel. Mr. Alonso. Mr. Chapman. Francisco Lindor to 300, going to the Mets. That's going to Jim. And then Reggie Jackson in the Yankees uniform. Last pack of box 1. We should have our second autograph here. Manny Machado. Got color. Possibly orange? I don't know. Max Muncy. Drew Thorpe. That might be a case hit as well. Ronald Acuna Creators. Going to the Braves. Jace Young again. Mason Wynn. Nope. Just ass backwards there. Francisco Alvarez. I thought that was going to be something fancy. Valente Beloso, rookie number to 25 to the Marlins. Pretty card. Miami. That is going to be Daniel G. Had me all hyped up there thinking we were going to have something crazy. For some reason, that card was backwards. So Miami hitting on the cheap team. What's up, Mr. Steve? Box number 1 was successful on Steve. So hopefully there's 7 follow up. Box number 2. Yeah, first box was solid. Again, win, lose, or draw. Finest is right in my top of my favorite products. It's just kind of like how I felt about Inception when we were breaking it. The price point just makes it a hard thing to stomach right now. But I'm still gonna love it, and that's why I tried to do it as cheap as humanly possible for you guys too, because well, I want you guys to be able to have this stuff. There is the Alec Baum. Ben Rice number to 60 going to the Yankees. New York. That is going to Rhett. Rhett's going to stay hot with us. Also, Rhett, I'm sure you'll appreciate how many messages I have gotten about your Otani number to 3, if you're watching this, of like random people who are hoping that they're going to find a way to buy it off of me. It's like, dude, it's not even my card. Wyatt Langford, Cam Smith, Mr. Kurtz, Drake Baldwin, Jose Ramirez to 150 for Mr. George, followed up by Lawrence Butler creators. Yeah, dude. If you're holding that, I love that so much. Also, don't forget you got a couple other breaks sitting here to pick up. But that card is iconic, and I don't think that card's ever gonna tank in value either. I'm gonna have some green. Pete Crow Armstrong, number to 75, going to the Cubbies. That is going to Jeff C. Followed by a Jace Young rookie at 250 for Detroit. Aaron Judge, Mookie, Hoki Suzaki. Montero going to Detroit is our first autograph out of this box. Detroit is Steve Hermes, so the other Steve. Cal Ripken. That's a pretty card. Brooks Lee to 75, going to the Twinkies, going to Dave. Also, it's pretty wild how little fanfare we give Brooks Lee in the hobby right now after how much we gave him as a prospect. So I'll point that out. So I've already told most of you guys who I have seen this week. There will be a football break next Friday to coincide with the Fanatics mystery footballs. We'll do a mixer and throw that in. I'll just do another baseball mixer or maybe a case or something here in the next couple days, so you know. All right, pack number 5 of this box. Mike Trout creators, Max Muncy, Trey Sweeney. That was an uneventful box or pack, excuse me. Should be our second autograph. Trey Sweeney, a Detroit box, the former Yankee, and a Mark Vientos to 250 for the Mets. Couple of arrivals, but if you're a Detroit guy, that whole box went to you. That was one of the last teams to get off the board too. Box number 3. McMahon, Peralta, Josh Young. We have a gold, starts right off. Connor Norby, gold to 50. Very nice. Miami with their second hit of the night, and that's a nice one. Daniel G. Ryan Reynolds, Aaron Judge. I don't know why that had to be backwards. Or upside down, I should say. So a couple of golds tonight. Pete Crow, the prison outfit. Another gold. That's a gold. Number to 50, James Wood. Jim P. There's what you needed to pay for that Washington spot, sir. Hell yeah. So 3 golds tonight already, and we are 3 boxes in. Giancarlo. There's my boy Thomas Segezi for the Cardinals, number to 60. Scott, St. Louis. And Jordan Lauder, 300 for Arizona. Hells yeah, guys. We are going to keep it hot here, apparently. Very nice. Illy, Mr. Wood again, Mr. Harper, Josh Young, X Factor. Also, this is the perfect size break to me. No team's going to get 0 cards, but it's not a hard one to sort. Cade Povich for Baltimore, autograph. Is that a third auto in this, or have I gone crazy? Then we just hit 2 golds. Baltimore, back on the board. Stephen Kwan for Cleveland to 325. Aaron Judge, Bryce Harper creators. What's up, Chris? It feels weird to not ask you how the fort is anymore, now that you get to work in a civilized city. Jackson Holiday. Brent Rooker. Jaron Duran to 200, going to Chris, Boston. Freddie Peralta. Trey Turner. Trey Sweeney. So many Treys and Ethans and like that these days. It's always funny to see like the trend of names. Because you know damn well we're going to have like in the next 2-3 years, we're going to have a whole run of like Aidens and shit in baseball. Or Ravens or God only knows what else. Mr. Dingler. And there's a Spencer Schwallenbach to 250 going to the Braves. That is going to be going to Chris C. Isn't it crazy what happens when people hand you keys? Don't say I want the cheapest thing possible. Someone has the break started. Don't see a link anywhere. That was at 7:15. Sorry. Replying to that. All right, box number 5. The first 4 boxes do not owe us anything. However, they owe a lot of you guys something. So, let's see what we can get. I don't think Blake's working with me again. Because they sent out the, like, hey, welcome to the team things, and we have not got one. Paredes. Brooks Lee to 200. Another one from Minnesota for Brooks Lee. But we're also so desperate to find help at my job that nothing would surprise me. Buxton, Otani, Louder, Mayo, Green. Got some fuchsia. Lawrence Butler to 300 going to Oakland. There's Jake Wilson debut. Brooks Baldwin going to the Chicago White Sox. That is numbered 23 of 125. It's a good looking card. White Sox going to Scott K. One of the people would not let me tag. We'll say it's a guy I do not know anything about, but it's a sexy card. And then we're going to have Otani at 75. That's our second color Otani out of this. And Edgar Cuero to 325 for the White Sox. Matt Shaw refractor. Still haven't even pulled a base of our boy Veen yet. Chris, I have no idea when Bowman U comes out, dude. There was one that was getting billed today, but it wasn't something I was allocated, so I don't know what it was. Yeah, I'm not sure. Acuna, Sasaki, Classy, Mr. Trout. Tyler Locklear for the Mariners to 125. This is our next hit. And then we should have another autograph here. Baldwin, Durbin. Probably some new names in this pack. Witt, Luis Heel for the Yankees, and then Kevin Alcantara for the Cubbies to 350. So the Yankees on the board. Apparently, Steve. So apparently we're just on an Otani heater right now, because obviously we pulled the Otani to 3. Then the next break we hit the Otani ultraviolet, and today someone hit the Otani Helix out of a hobby box. So box number 5. Oh yeah, Josh, they've been talking about that for the last like 3 or 4 days now, about like scamming someone out of like $250 million or something on real estate stuff. Apparently, that dude's a real dick. And then he just has like that little smile about it after he does it. Max Muncy, Drew Thorpe. I can't tell if that's orange or not. It is not. It's just upside down for no reason. Gunnar Henderson, do that to me. Just rich people problems, Josh. Dylan Dingler, number to 75 for the second break in a row. Detroit's got a Dingler. Steve Hermes. And Brian Reynolds to 350 to follow that up. Right. The Dinglerberry. Good looking card. He's got a cool signature too, I thought. You're probably not wrong. I know, Steve. What the hell? We have to change that. Let's get. We need a Philadelphia autograph, guys. Christian Campbell for Boston to 150. Then a Tatis. Rookie. Ryan McMahon. Those stupid cards always make me think it's a gold. Ellie De La Cruz to 300 for Cincinnati, going to Jeremy B. Apparently I threw a big top loader in the regular one. Let's try that again. Get off there. Yeah, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with the Harper Superfractor for you, sir. I'm not asking for much either. Maybe my Venus Superfractor would be behind it. I'm sure you saw the Trout and the Otani Superfractor were both in the same case today somewhere. The non-autos. But still. Who the hell collated that? Gunner? Jake Bloss for Toronto is our next autograph. That is going to James W. And then Jackson Jobe to 125 for Detroit. Detroit's having a good little break tonight. Alyssa's next door sorting Pokemon, Steve. She has not rubbed her magic hands on this one. Well, she's next door. You're welcome, Josh. That's what I'm here for. We're gonna have another gold. No, no, Jeremy Pena to 20, going to Houston. The last spot that nobody wanted. That is going to Chris C. And then a Corbin Burns to 325 for Arizona. Definitely seeing a lot of the same base cards in this. Like the hits have been changing it up, but it seems like the base set's been a lot of the same. Also, I'm not sure why one's to 50 and one's to 20, but that one's to 20. There you go. Alyssa's here. It is weird seeing the wrong Steve Herr kicking ass. Box number 6. Piss yellow. There you go. Ryan McMahon. Another Otani, followed with a Connor Norby to 75. Miami's also crushing it for the cheap team mojo here. Richard Fitz. Another one, except for this one is Grant McCray for San Francisco. San Francisco is Justin Van Gundy with the Byron Buxton to 200 going to Minnesota. I don't know why I picked that pack up and didn't even feel another patch in there. His kid is doing it, huh? All right. Well, someone's got to be hot, right? So number to 299 on the San Francisco auto. Get in your hole. Walker, McLean, Castillo, Cuero, Lee, Colton Cowser going to Baltimore. Another Baltimore hit tonight. So the teams who are hitting are definitely staying hot. So Baltimore, another one going to Kevin. Did anyone else see the post earlier in Sports Card Nonsense of dude supposedly hitting a handwritten redemption out of Finest Basketball? Because I am so intrigued to see how that story ends. Devi, Lindor, Marte. There is the oil spill Tatis going to San Diego. That is Brian C. And let's follow it up to Luis Angel Acuna to 30, going to the Mets. There you go. And O'Neill Cruz to the Pirates. That's a nice pack. I'm sure Luis Angel will bring a few bucks. So good break so far, guys. I am not mad at it. Dylan Cruz, Adames, Churio, Alcantara. There's a Roki X-Fractor going to the Dodgers. Corey Seager to 150 going to the Rangers. Austin Riley X-Fractor has backwards for no reason whatsoever. Feels like a booger on the back of that. I don't know what it is. One more pack of box 6. Still waiting for Steve's Bryce Harper Superfractor here, damn it. Chase Dollander for the Rockies to 350. That is going to Alyssa. Granted, it's not the Rocky we're looking for, but it's the first time I've called her name tonight. And just like that, I have used 50 top loaders. Two more boxes, guys. We're still do something else nice, right? That's all I'm going to say. Would anyone be interested in a basketball break? I have an extra case of Topps Finest, and we could do that cheap, like $35 a team cheap kind of thing. So just throwing it out there. X-Fractor of our prisoner. Brooks Baldwin again to 125. Chicago, you've got two of the same card tonight. And another Luis Angel, 250 this time. Bummer that we got two of the same autograph of the same guy, even in the same color. Doesn't even help your rainbow, unless your rainbow's all purple. This autograph looks a little bit nicer, but still. I was all cranky about it 2 years ago. I opened at Topps Finest, and both of my autographs are the same in the box. And it was some no name from the Padres, like Matthew Batten or something. All right, let's try not to get another duplicate auto unless it's James Wood. Rhys Hines to 150. There you go, Cincinnati. There's a color auto. That's not terrible. Cincinnati tonight is Jeremy B. This is one of those dudes I chased in Bowman way back in the day. I feel like it took him a minute to get up. Devi, Lindor, Chandler Simpson, Yoshida to 99 for Boston. Luis Angel for the third time in color to 150 for the Mets. Roki, Amador. Still not even a Veen base card. We're in box 7. Man, I am letting Alyssa down. Cruz. Christian Campbell. Aaron Judge to 75, going to the Yankees. Going to Rhett. There you are. And then 2 cards later is an Aaron Judge to 99. So that is your pack, sir. Double Judge. Obviously, we will do a recap of this because there was a lot of stuff in here. If someone were to ask me, hey, did I hit? I'd forget. Job, Duran, Shaw, Merrill, Cease. Josh Young to 350 for Texas. Going to Matt Yu. Vladdy and Tatis. That will kill box number 7. We have one more box left, guys. Let's hope for something nice. Good luck, guys. Open this. I'll do a recap with y'all. And then I'll sort it. This I'll definitely have sorted tonight. This isn't a lot of stuff. Thank you all for filling this. I see rooms with a lot more people, 10 times the people that we have, that are still working on filling a case. Obviously, my pricing's better, but some people have blind loyalty to no matter what price it is. Ellie to 200 going to the Reds. There's 17 people watching. Tucker, Wilson, Julio. Alan Roden for the Blue Jays. I don't even think I've seen a card of him until now. And here we are in the last box, the first one I've seen. Touch them all, Joe. I like that. Unless it's Joe Biden. Don't touch them all, Joe. Ben Rice, Logan Webb, Schwarber. There we go. Mets, Ronnie Mauricio to 75. That's a pretty color. Not his rookie, but still. Pretty card. I know that'll go right to Jim's PC, though. Holiday, Caminero, Trout. Colt Keith, another Detroit hit tonight. Detroit is on fire. O'Neill, Kevin Alcantara for the Cubbies, color match to 150. Bogarts to 200. Bryce Harper creators. I've got Steve a bunch of inserts and regular base out of the Phillies, but I haven't got him his super factor or Bryce yet. What the hell? Got 2 more packs. Let me get these boys loaded up real quick. Also, one purple X-Fractor being to 99, then the base to 200 isn't confusing at all. So I'll throw that out there. Just like a gold to 20 and a gold to 50. And Brent Rooker, Will Wagner, Amador, Fitz, Young, Dominguez, Jose, Ben Rice. One more pack, guys. That one left us something to be desired, so hopefully this one goes out with a bang, right? Jose, Altuve, Ryan McMahon, number to 99, Zebby Matthews going to the Twinkies. That's going to Dave. Then there's a J-Ram going to George to 250. Corey Seager refractor. And that is how we're going to finish it off, guys. Also, I appreciate you guys all hopping in. I tried to make the break look a little more 21st century since I had a little bit of time at lunchtime for a change today. So I appreciate all you guys. And here's a stack of fun. So, Pena to 20, Burnsy to 325, Jake Bloss auto, Job to 125, Campbell to 150, Ellie to 300, the Dingler auto to 75, Brian Reynolds to 350, Locklear 125, Luis Heel base auto, Alcantara to 350, Otani to 75, Cuero to 325, Butler to 300, Brooks Baldwin to 125, Brooks Lee to 200, Schwallenbach to 250, Duran to 200, Stephen Kwan to 325, Cade Povich base auto, Segezi to 60 for the Cardinals, Lawler to 300, another Otani but numbered to 35 this time, Trey Sweeney base, or excuse me, refractor auto, not numbered, Vientos to 250, Ramirez to 150, Pete Crow to 75, Young to 250, Montero to base auto, Brooks Lee to 75, Valente Bellozo to 25, Ben Rice to 50, 60 for the Yankees, Devers to 200, Castillo to 325, Lindor to 300, Matt Shaw to 150, Churio to 350, Dylan Cruz creators. We got a Zebby Matthews to 99, a Jose to 250, Ellie to 200, Roden to 99, Colt Keith base auto, Alcantara to 150, Bogarts to 200, Ronnie Mauricio to 75 autograph, Josh Young to 350, Judge to 75 with the Judge to 99 right behind it, Yoshia to 99, Angel Acuna to 150, Reese Hines to 150. The other Brooks Baldwin, this one's 121, the other one's 123. I had to watch. Luis Angel again to 250, Dolander to 350, Roki X Fractor, Corey Seager to 150, Tatis Oil Spill, Luis Angel to 30, O'Neill to 200, Kowser Refractor Auto, Norby to 75, Buxton to 200. Then we had our Grant McCray to 299 for San Francisco tonight. We had our James Wood to 50, number 11 of 50. That is an absolute banger. Connor Norby to 13 of 50. And a Kobe Mayo 46 of 50. And my advice on Topps Finest is if you hit the golds, I would grade and hold those things. Look at what the golds from 6 and 7 years ago for the relevant players are doing. So hope those guys pan out. If you're invested in the price of a break and hit a gold auto out of Finest, keep it. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you all. Have a good night.